and you hold the camera. Oh, dummy?
We can do it.
Alright, you ready to come down?
Go for the rope. You gotta grab this.
Alright,
You
go
gotta grab the
down.
nuts.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. There you go. That's a lot. Yeah.
You guys just pull slow. Is that better? Just wait for her to fall.
It's like leg muscle wear. I can't do that. I don't have any muscle. Reach up, Holly. Holly, put your foot on both of them.
Oh yeah, like her legs. My legs are not even like capable of this. This is so hard.
Because you're wearing pants.
Ah! Sorry.
Sorry.
You can do it.
Oh, so come on, Howard.
And for those who can't see the proof, addicted to dope like venom, down slow. To the people every night crying tears, to the ones in the bar drinking beers, to the people in the north and the south, the east and the west, it's all being worked out. Just watch gray skies turn blue, keep carry the weight of the world, he carry you.
Ride your bike and I'll film you.
It's all good to have a house and expensive cars, nice coats with your spouse and your living large. It's alright to have Rolexes, to have a Lexus, Mercedes Benzes, money that's horrendous. It's okay to live lavish, prosper, G. You wanna be like Dr. Evil, but you're more like Mini-Me. On top of the world, wanting things, money endless. You do anything for cash, even if they left you friendless. Tremendous amount of thought is very necessary, but I pray that your name is not life. It's just a myth. The only thing I'm in inferno is for me. I work day by day with something that's eternal. It's all good to have a house and expensive.
Stranded, abandoned, or unappointed, but life is simply not enjoying it. I know some people out there feeling emptiness, spending it, your life permanent, but that ain't it, that ain't the answer. Step to Christ and let Him transfer His shoulders light and He can rest. No matter if your life is a mess, I know some of you wonder why do you have to go through some of the things that you do. But if life is weighing on you like a boulder, take it off yours, put it on His shoulders. Carry me, then He can carry you.
We're here with Jennifer Payne, TMC youth member. How's it going, Jennifer? Today we're going to ask you, how are you under peer pressure? Are you affected by peer pressure?
I'm very easily influenced by peer pressure. That's one of the reasons why I decided to do homeschooling, because I couldn't handle it. The school that I went to, I grew up with the people, and I just couldn't take hanging out with them because they knew I was Christian, and even though they knew that I didn't like doing some of the stuff, they'd still bother me about it, so I just decided to get out of it completely.
Jennifer, what do you believe are some of the... We're here with Mark Hoffman, TMC Youth, and we're asking Mark, Hey Mark, how's it going?
Chilling with a pot of stew.
Okay, we're gonna ask you what you're gonna do different this year that you didn't do last year at school.
Do some work.
Yeah, schoolwork.
I'm gonna do some work and be academically minded for once instead of everything else that's going on around me.
Are you affected by peer pressure?
Who isn't?
Okay, so you are affected by peer pressure. Are you gonna let all your friends know you're a Christian?
Yes, but at the moment I have no friends at the school I'm going to, so I'm gonna let my strangers know that I'm a Christian.
Okay, and last of all, what do you think kids nowadays in high school are mostly affected with? Like temptations and things that are going through their mind. What do you feel like, you being a kid yourself?
I would have to say everybody wants to be accepted. And whatever that may bring, whether it be sex, drugs, drunk driving, whatever it may be, people want to be accepted. And if a lot of people are doing one thing, then everybody wants to do the thing that everybody else is doing, to be a part of that group. So it's all a part of people feeling alone, and nobody wants to feel alone. Everybody wants to feel accepted.
Different places.
And this TMC youth member. Hey, how's it going, Trisha? We're gonna ask you a couple questions. Are you affected by peer pressure?
Sometimes. It usually depends on if you hang out with your Christian friends or not. If you're with your Christian friends, you don't be tempted with peer pressure, but if you start to fall, temptation and peer pressure comes along with your worldly friends. They tempt you to go to parties. It's more like they're kind of pulling you away. So it depends on if you're being a good Christian and you're strong enough.
What are some of the trials and the main trials that kids through high school face right now?
Mostly about fitting in and being accepted by everybody. If you don't have any friends, it's kind of hard, so you try to make friends with everybody and try to please everybody. So if you don't pitch for the kegs, all the guys are going to be like, oh, well, we don't like her, don't talk to her or anything, and then you kind of go into depression and fall and don't do anything.
Josephine, TMC youth member, we're going to ask her a couple questions. Hey Josephine, are you faced with peer pressure and does it affect you?
I think everyone's faced with peer pressure, and it does affect them, whether it's in a good way or in a negative way, because some people can be affected by peer pressure to go out and to drink with their friends. And they might not do it, and that could be a good thing that they've grown stronger from it, or they might give into it and go and drink, and you never know what's going to happen, and then be infected in a bad way.
And what do you think are the main things that kids through high school nowadays are faced with?
I think a lot of kids are faced with alcohol, drinking, smoking, whether it's cigarettes or pot, or with the decision on whether or not to wait to have sex. And it's a really big thing that a lot of people deal with, especially with the relationships people get into in high school. I think that everyone's looking for something, and they think they can find love in the wrong places or find their peace in alcohol to escape their problems, or just to relieve stress with cigarettes, and I think that everyone is faced with that.
What are you going to do different this year that you couldn't do last year spiritually?
This year what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to try to be more focused, not on myself, but on others. Of course, keeping up my Christianity, but to be able to spread it with others and to go to school and be a different person and be completely different from the rest of everyone else, rather than blending in a little bit or just compromising a little bit, but trying to not compromise at all.
We're here with Michelle, TMC youth member.
Hi.
And we're going to ask her a couple questions. Does peer pressure affect you, Michelle, at school?
I come across it, but it doesn't make a big effect on me. It doesn't bother me that much.
And what are you going to do different this year that you didn't do last year?
I'm going to stand up in what I believe for more and study a lot more, because last year I didn't do too well in that area, and just try to stay strong in God.
We're here with Michael. We're going to ask him a couple questions. Hey Michael, what are you going to do different this school year that you didn't do last school year?
Well, this school year, I'm going to stay straight, get my grades up, and not get in trouble as much as I did last year. Last year was a hard time for me.
And are you affected by peer pressure?
I can be, but most of the time I take myself away from that, but most of the time I could be, but if I'm really concentrating, I won't get concentrated by it.
Thank you. We're here with Martin, TMC youth member. How's it going, Martin?
Good.
We're gonna ask you a couple questions today, Martin. First question is, are you gonna let all your friends at school know that now you're a Christian?
Yeah, because he's our Savior and maybe he could save them.
So God's totally changed your life since you've been in church. You've been a more happy guy. I can notice that, huh?
Yeah, he's totally changed my life.
That's awesome. And are you usually affected by popularity and stuff and what kids do, or are you usually one of those kind of kids that will do what you want and focus on it, or what?
No, I hang around like kids that are like nice, like my cousins' friends or my brother's friends. They're really nice.
Here's Sierra Gladden. How's it going, Sierra?
Good.
We're going to ask you a couple questions today, Sierra. What are you going to do different this school year that you didn't do last school year?
Focus on my grades.
Focus on your grades. Are you going to start coming to church more?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Make that commitment to Jesus?
Yeah.
I put you on the spot. We're here with Chelsea. How's it going, Chelsea?
Good.
You're shy. What are you looking forward to this school year?
To get better grades, to do better on my math.
You're on there.